Well, I'm not going to have time to review that last video. So this is the third one tonight. You're pretty lucky, aren't you? Yeah, I bet you feel you are. If we could just sit down and have some cobbler and make it perfect or something. Hot cocoa, not mushrooms, what's those things called? Those white things. Marshmallows, that's it. Okay, let me tell you something. This is kind of a funny story, but also one that would kind of mark something in history for me. I would always be accused of things I never did. And no, that's true. I know you think, no, that's not true, but really, I was always being accused of things I didn't do. And this was a story kind of like this. We were up in the mountains. I was at a place called Teen Ranch. One of the best, absolute best facilities I've ever was on. I got D's and E's my whole life, and then I was tutored one summer. I went to the honor roll in Kingston High School. It was brief, but I enjoyed it while it lasted. Then I let her quit school and got my GED in Colorado. That was a whole other story. That's an interesting one. But let me tell you about this story in Colorado. I'm sorry, we were in Wyoming. We took a tour. We drive from Michigan, and we go all the way out to Wyoming. Now, come on. Now, is this exciting for a kid? I'm like maybe 15, 16 years old. Now, you'll have to know, I was the honor person at Teen Ranch, and then I came back again, and then I was like the example to show everybody. And what happened is that I always misunderstood instructions, but people think that they don't understand how our brains process information. I'm just learning this. This is why my life can completely change around, because you put a different label on someone, and it could could it change their life? I guess we'll see. You know, I'm realizing that, well, let me just tell you the story. We're all playing out, and we're playing on the field. And so what they call the house parents, or whoever they were, this was Mr. Aldridge, I think. Another person I tried to, another daughter that I was forbidden to be with. Anyway, no one wanted their kid to be with someone with Asperger's, trust me. Anyway, nice girl though. Mr. Aldridge and them, I think he was in charge then, but then there was the Mr. and Mrs. Little. They were great people too, really great house parents actually. But on this trip to Wyoming, they actually told us and asked us, first one up to the top wins. And man, you're talking, there was no one more ambitious or more driven than I was. I mean, I was going to win that thing. So this is how simple things can be turned around for us, or for me. I'll just say for me. I went up to the hill. I ran, man. I was like, I don't know, 15 years old, I guess. 15 years old. And I'm running up there, and I am going to win. And I'm thinking, okay, these people are starting to drop off. And then I go up the ridge, and then there was another ridge. Well, I took the next ridge. And then I kept going and going and going. And then all of a sudden, that's what it is out there in Wyoming, right? There's a ridge, and then there's a ridge, Well, the instruction, I guess, wasn't clear. So by the time I got down, I was already AWOL, kicked off all the reindeer games. I always joke around with reindeer games, but I wasn't allowed to go whitewater rafting. I was punished. I was disciplined. And disciplined why? Because they said I tried to run away. Now, you'd have to know I did run away once. But the fact is I didn't run away. I was only trying to follow instructions. Can you blame me? I mean, here's this little kid. I mean, how? So you parents, you counselors, you know what? You want to destroy the spirit of someone. Start punishing a kid for things he doesn't do, and don't have that philosophy. Well, I mean, that's what they say in the Middle East. They beat their women, and they say, well, she probably did something to deserve it. Oh yeah, that's real good philosophy. Yeah, that works. Can you imagine our whole justice system if it was built on that philosophy? No, I mean, you have to take each incident as it occurs, right? I'm not going to go on to my soapbox here, but it was just a story that kind of reminds us that simple instructions could be majorly misunderstood. So when here I thought I won, and really I was the biggest loser of the group. Kind of theme of my life. I'm still trying to achieve, trying to become the best in the world at what I do. And you know what? I still think the world thinks I'm a big fat loser. Well, it is, because they say it. But you know what? People would say to me, well, you just have poor self-esteem. No, I don't. The world has poor esteem about me. I have great esteem about, I think great things about myself. I have no problem. I think I'm great at this, I'm great at that. It's just I can't understand why the world doesn't see it. So, actually, I now just go out in my world now and just realize I'm wonderful, and just, I'm kind of like this little fortune cookie that this little gem that no one knows about. And I guess maybe that's just the story I tell myself. I don't know. There are some things that I'm really good at, and you know, this is a little side item. You know, we rabbit trail as Asperger people, Aspies, whatever. But I will just say this in closing, that I see a common theme from people that make these videos, and they say that I can contribute greatly to society. And I believe that. They can contribute greatly to society. But I don't think enough of them are given a chance. And when you learn about my life's work, you'll understand why I'm so driven. And I don't think you guys are ready to hear what my life's work is, but it's part of my story. So you're going to have to keep up. There's some better ones coming. There's drama. You know, it's funny, people say they don't want drama, but it's like only drama on TV, so they must like it. They just don't know they like it. So, welcome to this drama station. You'll have drama, you'll have adventure. Tune into R3 CentrePort, and you'll get it all. But it will be somewhat G, yeah, except for that second to last story I told you. Anyway, thanks. Hey, and Mom, I did notice you joined. You know, you're the only person that outside my two friends that she joined. So that actually, because you joined tonight is what got me out here. I feed off a lot of energy from other people. One positive response could keep me going, and that's your positive response today. When was the next session? Got me out here to do these 3. Thanks. Thanks, Mom. I think that's you, Mom. Quilter or something? Okay. I'll keep it going. At least on my good days. Whoops.